everyone, welcome to Deceasedcraft. This is episode 24 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java, and this is beta version 5.10.14. So in this episode, we are going to be working with immersive engineering mostly. We're going to be building the crusher, we're going to be building the arc furnace, we're going to be building the squeezer, and probably some other stuff too. So I don't know if we're going to get to all of it, but we're going to try. So we're going to need this and put that over there. And we're going to need the book. And we're going to need to put this away. Alright, so the first thing we're going to start out with is the crusher. So it says we're going to need 10 light engineering blocks. One redstone engineering block, which I don't think I have any more of those. I'll have to make one. So we're going to need some sheet metal, which I might have some. I thought we looted some. Oh, that's steel sheet metal. Okay. So we're going to need some sheet metal. And the game apparently really liked the fact that we made sheet metal. And let's see what else. We're going to need redstone and copper. So some redstone, get some copper. I'll make a few of these up. That way we have them. Okay. So how many did we need? Just one. Okay. So put that in there. And we're going to need 10 steel scaffolding. Which, yeah, we only have one. To make that requires steel ingots and steel rods. Rods can be made with our press. So that's awesome. I'm going to have to skinny downstairs and see about the iron going. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any iron going. Go, iron, go. Our creosote's almost full. That's not ideal. But that's fine, because we're going to need creosote, right? Eventually we won't need this anymore, because we'll be making steel with the arc furnace. I don't remember if it takes creosote or not. Or coke. I don't remember. But I'm going to get a stack of 64 of this. And go insert it. There. Okay, so steel scaffolding. So we're going to need some rods, which, do I have rods? I have a few. Oh, maybe I won't have to make some. Let's see. Steel scaffolding. How many did we need? 10. So there's our 10 steel scaffolding. Put these rods back. And we're gonna need 8 steel fences, which I only have 1. So, how do I make that? Ooh, that's pricey. That's pricey. Right. And we need 9 hoppers. Good lord. Good lord, that's a lot of hoppers. Right. No, don't do that. Do this one. There's our 9 hoppers. Alright, let's go put this beastie together, shall we? We're going to put him right about here. I can't twizzle this, can I? Yeah, I can. So this is the front. Is this the front or the back? I think that's the front. So 1, 2, skip 1. Let's go down there. So it needs to have a space. I think we should put it longwise, like this. Although, maybe not. Well, we definitely need to skip a space. So we'll start with the back first. So it's 3 light engineering blocks. Like that. And then we're going to need scaffolding. I thought there was a way to mirror this, but I don't remember how. So 3, and then like that, and then like that. So 2 there. And then like that. And then next level up, gonna be a redstone block there. Another light engineering block. So we got fence that goes all the way around. Like that, with a light engineering block in the center of it. And then 3 light engineering blocks on the back bit. And then the next level up is the hoppers. And the hoppers are on the fences. And the light engineering block in the center of the fences. So, there. And there, there, there. There, just like that. And we give it a wham. somewhere. I don't remember where you wham it at. Maybe this side. There it goes. So right about here-ish. So there's our most amazing crusher. So the power... I think the power goes right there. And this is the switch. Or is that the switch? One of these is a switch. I gotta go get it. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Switch. Everybody's favorite noise in the entire world, right? You know you love it. You know you do. So, is the switch go right there? I can't remember.
Neep, 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 neep.
I thought it went on the side.
Neep, 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 neep.
That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna need to skadoodle on top of this thing. And we're gonna go throw these to cook them. And just give it a second. Yeah, so see, I upgraded this. We have 3 of these going now. So actually might work out okay. Take our blocks. I'm gonna make a elevator. Just haven't gotten around to it. It'll make it easier going up and down. Uh-oh. We're missing a block. That's okay, I'll just use this one. There. Alright. And our thing's got power! That's awesome. So you should be able to shut this off.
Neep.
So you got shutting off and on.
Neep, neep.
And you're going to want some way to get the stuff up there. Because the crusher's really dangerous. It'll kill you. So we're going to need some conveyor belts. The only problem with conveyor belts is they don't work well with magnets. But we could finagle something. The dropping conveyor belt would probably be very good. So we need a conveyor belt. So conveyor belt is leather, iron, and redstone. So we need that and that. These stop it from being picked up, but they're kind of expensive. Trying to think of other ways we could do it. We could do chutes. We don't need to do conveyor belts unless we really want to. So we could do chutes. Chutes and pipes. Yeah, we could totally do that. We could use item pipes. I'm trying to think of ways to do it that won't mess up with that magnet. Because the magnet, well, the magnet's a problem. So. Oh, that's a basin. I grabbed the wrong thing. Hey, they look similar, okay? Okay? They look similar in my defense. Okay. Oh, look, I hurt my feet again. That's funny. Okay, so. What we want to do. Dude, I freaking put a bazillion torches in that damn cave. I went through so many band-aids. And it's still got damn spiders. That's just annoying. Still has barking spiders. Go away. I don't think they care about light level, honestly. You have any idea how many band-aids it took to do this cave? The spiders are a menace. They need to be nerfed. Like, drastically decrease the spawn or something. Or just make big boss spiders spawn every now and then. Like, big ones. Huge freaking spiders. And just leave the little spiders, like, to be like nothing, you know? I would prefer that. Okay, so we want to set this up in a way that we're not gonna have a problem, right? Because this will grind me up just the same as it will grind the ores up. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of this lantern. And this right here, because it's in the way. And then we're going to set this chute on top of this, if it lets me. You're not going to let me, are you? You're going to be a big old bean head about it. You're not going to let me. I see how it is. I see what you're doing there. Well, you won't win because I'm determined. I am determined. So, we're going to put this right like that. And we're going to stick a chute underneath it like that. And I don't know if that's going to work or not. It might need to move over some. It might need to move over some. So like that. And then like that. There. So now we can use item pipes, right? So we're going to have a feeder right here. And then we're going to have an item pipe that will feed one into the other. Like that. And we're going to tell it to pull from there and put into that, and then it'll follow with the chute, and then everything will be great, and it'll be super awesome, and we'll be so happy. So this is where the output is. Right? So we're going to need a big old chest for right there. We're just going to stick it right here. And we're going to flip the lever. And we're going to go get some more. So we can test it out. Sir Testicles. Alright. So we have some stuff in here. We have copper we can grind up. We got some iron and some zinc. So let's go give it a good old try. See how it goes. Alright, so we put this in here and it's going to suck it up and it's going to go into the thing, which is awesome. And it's going to run out of power. It's not pulling enough power. Oh, okay. So how do I increase the power? Ouch. It's got it locked behind refined storage. Do I have to put it on each pipe, or is it just the, I don't know. I bet you it's every freaking pipe. We might have to go with immersive engineering wires. I don't like using them because they're annoying. But we might have to. Yep. I mean, it's working right. It's just really slow. Let me go see how many of those dots we have. I also have to go and find out if you only have to put it on one pipe or all of it. So, because I don't know. If it's every single pipe, it's just not going to happen. We'd have to loot more than one of those giant buildings to get enough dots, so. And we only have 11 basic processors. We have tons of advanced processors, but only 11 basic. These are all a pain in the butt to make, so. Yeah, that's not good. So how many for the... That's basic. That's improved. Oh, hey. Since we have so many of these, maybe we could just go for the advanced, huh? Oh, you have to tear it up. God, it sucks. Okay. Alright, well, that sucks. Like, bad sucks. Hope I'm not going to regret this. So we need some nickel plating, and we need some Duraplast. Where's my nickel? So how many? 4? Okay, we're gonna make plates out of these. It says it's the extraction point, right? So maybe we only need to make 1. And then gold plates, and then aluminum plates. I mean, maybe we can do this. This requires the dots. We need yellow dots. So 4 yellow dots. Four yellow dots for these big ones. And then that requires, well, we're not doing that here. But this should be, we should be able to do this. Nickel plate, gold plate. I don't know if I have any gold down there. I mean, I should, right? I smelted a bunch up, so we should have gold. I'll go look. Yeah, we have gold. Okay. Let's go do the plates. Alright. Basic tier. Oh, we need 1 Duraplast to get the whole thing started. We have a few Duraplasts. So 1 Duraplast. And then we need... Oh, that's Electrum. Shoot. Electrum? Yeah. Yeah. Oopsie doodles. Well, fud. Let's get rid of this. It doesn't stack. Alright. And Electrum plates. We need Electrum plates. Okay. Alright. So, Electrum plates and aluminum plates. I don't think I have aluminum plates. Do I? No. 4 aluminum. I have 1 ingot. Do I have any in here? 'Cause I got aluminum, I thought. No. It's not good. We only have 1 aluminum ingot. Haven't found any bauxite in the world at all. So there's definitely something going on there. Well, I guess we could just insert this and see if it works, right? I'll put this in there. I mean, maybe it'll work. So, according to that, if I put it in the extraction point, right? So this is the extraction point. So something about you have to use your hand on it or somethings. Something's. Ah, here we go. Okay, so if I say that, it upgrades it. So now we're pushing a lot more power, right? Now we're full.
Yep.
Well, it already did all that stuff, but the point is that it's full now. So it should, in theory, I gotta go get some ore to test this out. Stupid spiders. Spiders are the bane of my existence. I don't think they give rats about light level. I think they just spawn indiscriminately. Because they're everywhere. I don't see more ore that's easily accessible. I should probably put a door right there. Alright. I don't want the spider eyes. Okay, let's test this out and see if it works.
Neat.
It's still losing power. How? I don't understand how this is going so slow.
Neat.
It's just not keeping up at all.
Neat.
And I can't explain why. So if I put it in, well, it doesn't actually say how much it's increasing it, but I mean, there's no mouse over or anything. Oh, I guess it could just not be strong enough. Or maybe you have to have it on the receiving end too. Like maybe it has to have one here or something. Nah, I can't even open that up right here. I don't know. Alright, I just watched quite a lot of tutorial videos and not one single one is addressing this. So I'm thinking maybe it's just being hamstringed by the MV accumulator. And maybe it needs to be an HV. I'm not sure. All I know is that this thing is not pulling the enough power. It is actually running out, which, I mean, you know, it's probably fine. I mean, we will eventually upgrade, right? So we got our crusher working. Now we're going to build the arc furnace. So the arc furnace requires a lot more stuff. So we need steel, sheet metal, blocks of steel, heavy engineering blocks, redstone engineering blocks, light engineering blocks, reinforced blast brick. So that's going to be our kicker right there. It's reinforced blast brick. We're going to need to make reinforced blast brick, which is just upgraded blast brick. I believe you have to put steel on it, so let's see if I can find it in this list. How do I make that? So it's just blast brick with steel plates. But improving your blast furnace is not just a simple thing, right? So we don't want to take that apart until we have everything. I'll just stick that in my inventory with everything else. Because it has to have these little things on the sides, right? Let's see if I can find one. The preheaters. So we have to actually make these on either side of it. That would be if we're going to upgrade this. But I don't want to upgrade it. I want to go right to the big guy. So we're going to have to make sure we have enough steel to do so. So we have to have enough steel to make the 27 reinforced blast bricks. So that's 27. But we also have to have 6 blocks of steel. I don't know if we have 6 blocks of steel. That's a lot of steel. That is a lot of steel. Well, we have 3 right here. So how many was it? 6. We have enough. We could do it. We could do it. And we're going to need 27 plates. See, I don't want to dip into our resources that we have in our backpack for repairing. We're 1 shy. So we'll have to wait until it's... We can get the rest of the stuff though built. Let's see what else we're going to get. Steel sheet metal. So see, we're going to require a lot of steel. I don't think we're quite ready for this thing yet. I think we should wait. But we could try to go ahead and make the improved blast furnace, because that will increase how much steel we're making, right? Because it goes faster. So I'll go ahead and grab one out from our backpack. So we're going to go make these. I think if we make them with the press, it'll make 2 at a time. So we're going to do that. So you get out your plate press. And you take your... Now you can't automate this. with hoppers, you can automate this, which makes it easier. So let me show you how to do that. So to automate this with hoppers, you're going to need, of course, 2 chests. And then, of course, you're going to need your hoppers, right? So this hopper goes right there. This hopper goes right there. And then you just insert them and they go onto the thing and then they go into this hopper right there. See that? And then you can put a container here if you want. If you're going to be producing like a lot, then you would probably want to do that. So this isn't actually giving us more doing it this way. So, okay, so we have those. So to take this apart, you have to stop it, unfortunately. And then you add these together. And it makes your reinforced blast brick. Okay. So I gotta find it. Improved blast furnace. Says the improved blast furnace is a much more professional way of creating steel. Not only does it allow the automation of in and outputs, it can also be outfitted with preheaters to speed up the refinement process by addition of hot air. The furnace is made from reinforced bricks, so you'd be advised to spend your first batches of steel on this upgrade. So it's going to require a hopper. The structure of the furnace is similar to its crude predecessor, but the bricks have been reinforced and a hopper was added at the top to funnel in inputs. Steel is outputted at the front of the furnace, slag at the back, and the furnace will automatically output to connected inventories or conveyor belts. Iron and coke are fed in through the top. Okay, so we're going to have to make another hopper. And then we're going to put this stuff down. This will really get our steel rocking and rolling. Okay? So that's why we're doing it. It's so much more elegant. And then you put your blocks in iron, it's going to do its thing. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is put preheaters on it because it doesn't have any right now, so it's going to be really slow, right? So we need to make these preheaters. So it's going to require iron sheet metal that we already made, but we got to make 2 of these external heaters. Okay, so that's iron sheet metal, a bunch of copper plates, and some LV wire, which we should have plenty of. So we're going to need our LV wire. We're going to need some redstone. We're going to need some sheet metal, which we put somewhere. Where did we put that sheet metal? That's steel. So my inventory. No, I thought we made a whole bunch of sheet metal. Didn't we? Or did we just make enough? Actually, we might have just made enough. Oh, that's alright. We got plenty of resources for iron, so we'll just grab some iron out and bang it out real quick. That's all good. You're probably wondering what's the point of doing all of this. Well, because eventually you're going to want to mass produce bullets, number one. Number two, because some resources are really hard to get. Like I have yet to find any bauxite, which is aluminum. So if I did find some, I would want to make sure that I got the most out of it, right? So there's multiple reasons why you would want that. So we're just going to make a bunch of those because apparently they're important. And we're going to make some of these. So we're getting some copper plates, which I'm not seeing. We have some of these, so I guess we could use these. We need 2 of these heaters. That's it, just 2. Just 2, ma'am. And then we're going to put these heaters together. We're going to need 2 pipes. And there's our heaters. All right. So these go on either side of the machine on these little holes. See that? So you just like that and then like that. Right? I don't remember if they require power. Can't get up on top of it so I can see. Why do I have to be short? Yeah, it requires power. So we're going to have to finagle some power to both sides of it, which shouldn't be much of a problem. We are going to have to remove this lamp, though. So that's fine. And then on this one, we're going to go there and there. Like that. Now this is going to be a constant draw on power. As long as we're using the furnace, it'll keep the preheater preheating. So, just keep that in mind. I don't think it uses a lot of power though. Should be okay. So you can totally automate this if you want to. Least-wise, at least put something on the back of it to pick up the slag, right? There. Okay. And get these going. That's going. And that's going. So now our blast furnace is super powered, right? And it's going to rock along pretty fast. So that's pretty good. That's what we're wanting. So we're going to go ahead. It's going to build up the slag really fast now. And that's good because we actually do need the slag. Okay. So we're going to, well, I kind of need to get back there. I have some item pipes. I would very much like to run this under the floor. That way I can access it from behind the machine. Right. So we're going to go ahead and put those up. And we're going to bring the item pipe down. He's going to come down like this. You're not attaching. So that's okay. So we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to run it along. Oop. Whoops. Oh. You gotta be able to see it, is the thing. There it goes. There. We want pulling. And then we're gonna run it along the floor, right like this. Like that. It's not gonna let me out. Let me out. There. So I'm gonna have to put this right like that. And then run this like this. It doesn't need to be super stellar fast, so it's all good. Let me out. There we go. So we're gonna need another chest real quick. And that's not making a chest. Alright. So we're gonna put a pipe right there. Plunk. And it's gonna put it in there. So there's our stuff. And it should deposit. Well, it's supposed to be depositing everything, but it looks like it's not going to. So let's go ahead and put another pipe in the front. I've never used these item pipes before for this, so I don't know how it's going to behave. Guess we'll find out. I want to remove that slag. Yeah, that's not going to work. Not going to work. It's going to be a turd. But that's okay. Because we'll just make the chest a double chest. And it's going to put the slag in there. So it looks like we put this thing backwards. That's the front and that's the back. Which I guess I could fix it. I'm not sure why it did that, to be honest. But it did, so. I need to put some of this stuff in my backpack so I can do it. So I gotta take these off like this. And then we gotta do this. And then we gotta put this back like that. So we gotta whack it on the other side. Basically. Like that. So that should be the back now. Where the stuff is, the slag comes out. And yeah. And this will be the front where the steel comes out. So that's all good now. That's all good. And we'll just let it do its thing. Let's see how the batteries are looking. We are producing quite a lot of power upstairs, I think, so I think it should be okay. So we'll just let this do its thing and grab this out. And we're already full on this creosote. So, question is, what do you use creosote for? What can we use it for? Because we got a lot of it, right? So what can we use it for? So you can feed it to blaze burners to heat them. So that's a use we could, and it's like right above us, so we could totally do that. We could also build a refinery. So this makes, what does this make? So you combine this with seed oil and it makes rubber base. If you combine it with molten nether steel, then it makes resistant fiber, which is what we've been getting from the Horde Knights. And you can also make Duraplast. Duraplast blocks. So you can do a few things with it. So what is this rubber base used for? It makes rubber. And then of course rubber is used for a whole bunch of different things. So, but we were finding rubber, so I don't really feel the need to do that. So let's go back to the creosote. So we can actually put it in so that it gets fed to the blaze burners as well as the lava. It doesn't show me everything that the blaze burners can do, but that would be a way for us to use it. So where are we? We're like right here. So it would go straight up. Let's go look and see where that's at, right abouts. So yeah, I mean, we could totally do it. We could. I don't think it'd be too awfully far away from this either. I don't think you can have lava and creosote in the pipes at the same time. I'm unsure on that. You can make an immersive engineering tank. They hold a lot more. So it's 34 iron sheet metal and 4 treated wood. So I mean we could do that and it would hold more. So that might be a good option for us. How much does it say it holds? Oh, it doesn't, does it? I mean, it's not as, you know, I mean, because this is... Could also break it, though. If I broke it, it would waste all the creosote. See, this has stopped working because... That's a problem. I mean, we don't really need the creosote right at this very second, but I kind of don't want to waste it either. So... Oh. I think it's like this. It's, I mean, the tank is actually really large. It's like 36, right? 36. See if I can find it. Tank. 512 buckets of any fluid. Pipe through the top or the bottom block. Fluids can only be extracted from the bottom center block. Applying a redstone signal to the bottom center block will make the tank output automatically. So that's pretty cool. It's very big. It's hollow. So it's got to be input through the top. I don't know. How many layers is that? Stop. How many layers? One, 2, 3, 4. 4 layers. I mean, I think we can do it. Maybe. That. And then 4. Just like that. Oh, wait. That's gotta be like that. I mean, yeah. There's our tank. So we're gonna have to use, we're gonna need some liquid pipes. I don't think we have any liquid pipes. We'll have to use the universal pipes, I guess. Because I don't, do we have liquid pipes? No, it doesn't look like it. There are liquid pipes though. I don't want to use immersives because they gotta have a pump and all that. At pipe. Let's see what the liquid pipes take. Gas, universal, there we go, fluid. Okay, so that's what we want. Fluid is Duraplast sheets with some crate pipes. It's not that bad, really. We have quite a bit of Duraplast, and we do have crate pipes, so we should be able to use that to make these real quick. I don't think these require a pump. So that's the bonus to that, is they don't require a pump. So it's a win-win, right? All right. And I think it, you know, we're just default. It's not going to be like really fast, but it should be all right. And then we'll get rid of this tank right here. So we have to make it come in. No. Oh, it's got weird collision, so sorry. I'll have to remake it. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is, it's right there. And we're just going to bring this down, and we're going to have it drain into that tank. There it goes. This thing should be draining. Yeah, drained. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just run this pipe all the way over, and I'm going to get rid of this one. I had forgotten that pipes has a liquid pipe. You don't have to go through all this brouhaha. So definitely worth doing. So this thing is absolutely empty now. So we're going to run this straight across to here. We're going to get rid of this because I don't need that anymore. And we'll see if we can, if we have enough. I mean, we might. I might have to make more. We'll see. Oh, we had enough. I'll have to fix this. But yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So we're gonna have to mine this stuff up right here. So I gotta fix it so it's purty. We gotta fix all that in the back. And grab these off because we don't need them now. And pick this all up. And get back up there. And configure this to pull like that. We check the horde. 10 days. We're doing good. So this will have a lot more room. So that's really good. And that will step up our steel production so we can get done what we want to get done. So it is a win-win. Put this in there for right now. Put this in there. I guess I got all this junk on me. Too much stuffers. Extra sheet metal. Steel block. Item pipes. Smelt these up real quick. Oops. Well, that's gone. Oh, we got it back. Look at that. It didn't burn it. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go in there and stay in there. Okay, so. We could put this stuff up. So we could put those up. And that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. This should be done. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and fix the ceiling real quick. That way it looks nice and tidy. I don't think I can climb on that. Nope. Like that. And like that. Should look good, right? Got it? Yeah, just got to do this one little spot over here. One little spot. There. Very nice. All right, cool. So this will fill up. We'll be producing lots of this, and we'll keep this going, and it'll be awesome. And look at that, we've already got 7 blocks of steel. Huzzah! That is awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll have plenty of steel in no time. And then we will be able to make our furnace, which is really great. We're going to put the arc furnace like right here, I think. So it's going to be epic awesome. So other things that we could think about doing. Wooden storage crates are blocks quite similar to a chest crafted with treated wood. They offer 27 slots of storage. However, when broken, they will keep that storage, allowing you to move them together with their contents. Like chests, they will output a comparator signal based on amount of items stored. The reinforced storage crate offers the same capacity as a normal crate, but unlike them, these crates are impervious to explosions. No longer will pesky creeper blah blah blah. But the point is that they keep their inventory, so you can actually use these for storage, and they go in your backpack. Yeah. Now you guys are like going, oh, seriously? Yeah. Unless he changed it, you can pick these up, put them down on the ground, fill them up with junk, pick them up, and put them in your backpack. So it greatly increases your storage capacity when you're out and about. Very nice to have these. I mean, I highly suggest making some of these. Unless he's changed it and they don't stack anymore in the backpack. Or not stack, but they'll go in the backpack. I may not go in there. So you'll just have to test it out. So other things that we can make. We could probably add some power gen to our system, maybe. I'd have to dig out a level below us for the power, but we could do a thermal electric generator. There's also a diesel generator. It uses biodiesel. To produce biodiesel, combine equal parts plant oil and ethanol while using nitrate dust as a catalyst. So that might be feasible to make biodiesel. Of course, would be like a lot of power for sure. It rains a lot. We could do lightning rod. Lightning is a phenomenon in nature. It contains a huge amount of raw power, and this lightning rod is able to harness that power. By stacking a lot of steel fences on this multi-block, you increase the chance of a lightning bolt striking it during rain or thunderstorm. When the steel pole is struck, huge amounts of energy created are stored in the base of the lightning rod and then slowly distributed to the energy connectors at the sides. You can improve the chances of the lightning rod getting struck by creating a net of steel fences connected to the topmost fence. I mean, we could do that. It rains a lot here. We've already got this in the perimeter, the thermal electric generators, which, I mean, they're pretty good. I am not seeing wind. Did they take it out? I'm not seeing wind and I'm not seeing water. Water wheels. Oh, wait, here we go. Transferring power is quite. So you can make a kinetic dynamo and you can make water wheels and windmills. They both make it turn and that produces power. So we could do that to augment. The water wheel would probably be better. We could do the water wheels downstairs. We could make another level down. Just keep it all in the 2 chunk, right? And we could make water wheels. We could make a giant room of water wheels, actually. We could totally do that. Brass tacks, we're going to have to go looting, and we need to get that refined storage system up and going. So while this is doing its thing, I think we should probably think about doing that. Getting the refined storage going. I'm trying to think about where I want it to be. It has to have access to power, obviously. I was thinking maybe we could do it on the plant level, right? I mean, because we do have room here. So, like back here, we've got quite a bit of room. I mean, we just have the animals, so they can be moved over there. So, we could do refined storage right here. I mean, we got power right here, so we just bring it over. I think that'd actually be really good to do that. Get refined storage up in the next episode. When you get that up and going, then we'll save a lot of space. And a lot of pain in the buttness, because right now we're having to run back and forth between the different levels, right? So if we got the refined storage thing up and going, then we wouldn't have to, because we could have a terminal on each level. So that's really great. And we could have all of it right here. All the hard drives and everything. I think that's a pretty solid, plan. Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've done a lot today, and I think it's a good stopping spot, you know? And I think in the next episode, we'll get refined storage up and going. I'm pretty satisfied with what we did today. All right, guys. I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad you guys came along today, and I hope you learned some stuff, and I know I learned some stuff. So that's always a good thing, right? The pipes are really kind of rather useful. I'm thinking maybe the big machines, though, might need to just go with the wiring for immersive. But we'll see. I think they just got to be, the little card things need to be more powerful. But anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode. We're going to be putting refined storage together, so it's going to be fun. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for coming along. Toodles!